If you struggle to have a small space, you need to know these simple tips. We all know that every space has potential, but sometimes it's hard to figure out where to start, right? That's exactly what our subscriber was dealing with. Today, we're using Martin's Space, a 48 square meter space located in Germany that needs a modern farmhouse transformation. This is the 30th design in our 100 Interiors Challenge. He wants a redesign of his living room, dining, and kitchen area. His space, it's functional, but it doesn't feel cozy. It's decorated, but something about it still looks off. That's because just filling a space with furniture or decors doesn't automatically make it look high-end. The right design tricks do. So, how do you organize and fit all that into a small space without making it feel cramped? If you're also struggling with a space that feels too undefined or just not quite right, stay tuned. This guide might be exactly what you needed. You'll see that this photo of his living room is challenging because it's too small and it feels a bit mismatched right now. The leather sofa is large and functional, but the overall vibe feels disconnected with the blue walls and traditional decor. That TV wall feels a little cramped, especially with all that clutter around it. He also mentioned that they're dealing too much natural sunlight coming through the windows, which is great, but they end up closing the blinds all day. But with the right adjustments, we could totally shift the atmosphere of this living room. Starting with the flooring, the wood floor is in great condition and perfect for modern farmhouse interiors because it brings warmth and a natural, lived-in feel. If you have flooring like this in your space, it's a good idea to keep it. For the ceiling, you can try a shiplap in white. It enhances the modern farmhouse look while making the space feel open and airy. Shiplap adds texture and visual interest while keeping the ceiling light and fresh. The existing blue paint on the walls made the space feel tight and small, so instead, a white shiplap wall was used. This instantly brightens the room, making it look bigger. If you want a modern farmhouse look, you can use this trick to make your space feel more open and inviting. For the seating, the leather sofa didn't match the design we were aiming for. So, a white sectional sofa was placed, giving you a comfortable place to sit where family and friends can gather. And of course, you can add throw pillows and blankets to make everything cozier. A mix of patterns and different textures instantly softens the look, making it feel inviting and layered. In front of it, you have a round wood coffee table. It's simple yet functional, and even if someone is sitting on the sofa, there's still enough room to walk past comfortably without bumping into anything. Beside the sofa, a wooden side table was added. It's compact, so it doesn't take up much space, but you can easily move it wherever you want. And underfoot, a textured round rug was placed to bring warmth to the space, making it feel more inviting while defining the seating area. Another issue was too much sunlight entering the room. If you have the same problem, try sheer curtains. This can help soften the brightness while still letting in natural light. Hanging them higher can also make your space look taller and more open. On the other side of the sofa, the existing console table was replaced with a rattan-fronted console table, adding both functionality and extra storage. Then, you can add minimal decor like woven baskets, a mirror, and wall art, making the space feel more personal and inviting. For the TV area, we kept it simple by replacing the old console with a light wood TV console. Then try adding minimal decors like ceramic vases and framed photos. It's perfect for pairing with shiplap, as it complements the textured wall while maintaining a clean and airy farmhouse aesthetic. To add life to this space, you can incorporate indoor plants like a ficus tree, dogwood branch, and olive branches in a vase. These small details make a big difference, adding warmth and freshness while reinforcing connections to nature. But what about the lighting? The lighting wasn't layered properly, only relying on one light source, which was a ceiling fan with a single bulb. This is where most homeowners struggle, choosing lighting fixtures that actually work for the space. So, multiple lighting sources were added. Candle holder was placed on the side table and lamp in the console table, creating layered lighting that highlights the decor, especially at night, making the room feel more polished and intentional. Then, the existing ceiling fan with a light bulb was replaced with a vintage-style chandelier, aligning with the modern farmhouse look we wanted, bringing character and elegance while maintaining a rustic charm. And to ensure balanced lighting, pin lights were placed across the ceiling. So no dark corners, no harsh shadows, just the right amount of warmth. This ensures that the room feels bright and evenly lit. And that's the new living area, brighter, better organized, and properly lit without making it feel crowded. What do you think of Martin's living area? The dining area in this space is great, but this area could be improved. The table and chairs match the desired design aesthetic, but might feel a bit outdated, so we'll replace them that better complement the style we're aiming for. But with the right adjustments, we could totally shift the atmosphere of this dining area, creating a fresh and cohesive space that truly reflects the modern farmhouse vibe. Now, for the dining set, his old table and chairs were okay, but a bit outdated for the design we were aiming for. So, an industrial dining table was chosen. This change updated the whole space and gave it a more modern farmhouse look. Then, it was paired with wooden chairs that fit perfectly with the table, creating a cohesive and stylish dining area. If you don't have a rug in your dining area, try adding one to anchor the space, like this patterned rug under the dining table. This brings warmth to the area and helps highlight the dining set. A rug like this will do wonders to tie your room together. Sheer curtains were also added to soften the brightness while still letting in natural light. Hanging them higher makes the room look taller and more refined, creating an elegant, airy feel. When it comes to decor, minimalism is key. So try adding something on the wall like this wagon wheel wall clock to give the room more character. A plant in a ceramic vase was placed on the dining table to add texture without cluttering the space. Because a space without natural elements can feel too structured, adding indoor plants like this bird of paradise works well. Placing them in the corners adds greenery and fills the space in a natural, welcoming way. And for lighting, try adding pin lights, ensuring the room is evenly lit. Then, the existing pendant light was replaced with these industrial cage pendant lights above the dining table. This brought in the rustic charm typical of farmhouse style while also illuminating the space beautifully. And that's the refreshed dining area, modern, cozy, and functional, perfect for everyday meals and gatherings. What do you think of this transformation? Moving on to the kitchen, in the before photo, the current setup works, and with a few improvements, it could be even better. But the client has requested a new layout, so we'll be shifting things around to optimize space. The color scheme feels a bit off, especially the cabinet matches the flooring. It makes the space feel flat. And you'll notice that there are too many pin lights which can create an overly bright atmosphere. Starting with the ceiling, a wood-tone shiplap was added. To bring warmth and texture since his ceiling is a bit flat, with this simple update, the kitchen becomes more visually interesting and matches the modern farmhouse feel. Next, for the kitchen layout, since there was still unused space here, why don't we maximize this and turn the old layout into an L-shaped kitchen? The sink was moved near the window, making dishwashing more convenient with natural light. Then, the refrigerator was relocated to the corner and maximized this remaining space later for better functionality. The cabinetry layout was also changed for better storage and functionality. Then replaced the old ones with shaker-style cabinets, a classic farmhouse choice while maintaining a clean and timeless look. Open shelving was also added for displaying frequently used items. For the countertop, you can try a white terrazzo quartz. Why? Because it's durable, easy to clean, and complements the farmhouse aesthetic. A white subway tile backsplash was added to keep things fresh and bright while enhancing the traditional farmhouse appeal. The kitchen island was replaced with a wooden island with a butcher block top. This makes it more functional for food prep while adding warmth and contrast against the white cabinetry. The old exhaust hood felt too bulky and made the kitchen look cramped, so we relocated it to this spot. This instantly opened up the space, making the kitchen feel airier and more efficient. To complete the kitchen island, wooden bar stools were added, turning it into a casual dining nook perfect for quick meals or meal prep. Since we adjusted the layout, this created extra space was maximized by adding a storage cabinet. This provides additional storage for pantry items and kitchen essentials, keeping the space organized. Adding greenery, such as indoor plants, brings life into the kitchen, Placing them in the corners or near windows helps fill empty spaces and adds a fresh, inviting touch. Now, for the lighting. The previous setup had too many pin lights, which made the space overly bright. So, the number of pin lights were reduced and instead focused on layered lighting. Then, you can add these industrial-style wire cage pendant lights installed above the island, providing focused lighting while adding to the farmhouse charm. To enhance task lighting, LED strip lights were installed under the cabinetry. This not only adds a modern touch, but also improves visibility when preparing meals, making the kitchen more functional and stylish. And that's the updated modern farmhouse kitchen. Warmer, more organized, and way more functional. What do you think of this transformation? Let's now take a tour of the complete makeover. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to share them in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.